So this is pretty crazy. So if you don't know what's going on at Genshin Impact, so Paimon the VA, I kind of did a little more research on him because I didn't really know what's going on, but I've heard that like she's super unlikable and like everyone like hated her, right? From what I've seen, and I've done a little research on it, it seems like the VA is kind of like kind of like hmm, how to describe it. She just kind of thinks it's like everything is to herself. She sounds like a Karen basically, where she's like, "Oh, everything revolves around me." And I think she was saying that Hoyo needs to be like a union. It's like, "Oh, we need to be protected the rights," and then saying stuff like, "Oh, we want to protect our voices from AI," which I've heard that she totally lied about, which wasn't really the real reason. From what I've heard, and it sounded like she just wanted like a union where it's like, oh, she just wants more pay, right? But as a voice actor, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know too much about the industry, but it's not meant to be a full-time job. You know that, right? Like, I don't think you go in 40 hours a week. If you have a real job, it's totally different things. And so I have a video of Tecton just kind of going a little more about it. So let's watch it real quick.
On Earth is a infinite content farm, but what did they do this time? Is it worse than thinking they can sue me for reacting to a small 48 subscriber YouTube channel that has AI of them? Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
What could possibly be going on this time?
Had a great week.
Let's watch this
video
record.
she made on TikTok where she was like crashing out, getting all
we've ever heard.
all mad.
The creator of Hope This Helps, my new favorite meme.
YouTubers don't know.
There you go.
YouTubers don't know anything. They're not.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I hate to be the one to judge, but holy crap! Like, what am I looking at? I'm sorry. This is Paimon, everyone. So, if you ever played Genshin Impact, I used to play this game when it first came out. I think I stopped after like Ayaka because I kind of got bored of the game and it was kind of trash by then. This is the voice actress of Paimon, and luckily I played in Japanese. Thank God. But this is Paimon, everyone. So when you think of Paimon talking, this is her. Just saying.
Join the union, my precious. Yeah, we know her.
Yeah, she does look like Golem, actually.
They're not voice actors. They've never been in my industry. They don't know what my industry.
Fucking bug-eyed freak, bro. You think you see this fucking jump scare mob and Poppy's Playtime, brother? Like, holy shit. Freaky as fuck. Bro looks like a Bloodborne NPC. Freaky as shit. Give her a big-ass club. Bro's an ogre.
Is about. They don't know anything about SAG. They don't know anything about being a non-union actor either.
Bro doesn't know anything about having.
So basically, she's basically telling the YouTubers or anyone who's watching, like her fans, to say you don't know shit about the industry, which I get. Maybe we really don't, right? And that's why I say I don't know much about the industry. But as a influencer or someone, if you are pretty influential, I think the last thing you want to do is call your fans like retards and like stupid, basically. And just basically just trashing on them.
Eyebrows, brother.
They have more incentive.
She does look like someone that you would see at a Starbucks, who would work at Starbucks kind of thing, and just like ask for like more pay or raise, something like that. Or she just looks like a Karen who like asks for a Starbucks drink, but she like gets annoyed by one little order thing.
To lie.
They have more of an incentive to lie because idiots like you fall.
Calling her fans idiots. That's something.
For their shit, and they get paid for that.
Yeah, so idiots like you should support this chick.
Wow.
Ain't that right? Yeah. What a great appeal to a community. Yep. Yeah. Oh.
So pretty much that seems like the huge part of what really people don't like her. That's the biggest thing that kind of happened. And so later on, just recently, Paimon VA finally got fired. Oops, sorry, I was a little talking. But Paimon finally got fired just from this interview.
Get a real job.
Oh, it's like really like laggy for a second. Okay, so we'll start from. Let's try to start from here. It's kind of hard to tell. So let's watch here.
New opportunity for Paimon to voice act. It's called a McDonald's customer service employee. Here's what I want you to say, Paimon. Hello, sir. May I take your order?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Why don't you try that one?
I'm getting more into debt because I'm not getting paid on time.
Yeah.
And if I still
So you gotta admit, this is a Hoyo, by the way, guys. You're working with China. Like, what did you expect, right? Like, I don't really feel too bad because at the end of the day, it's like you knew what you're getting yourself into, and if you're trying to make voice acting like a full-time gig, that's like me going on Twitch and saying, "Hey, we should get paid in a union and stuff like that," and or YouTube's like, oh, we need to yeah, we need to start a union, we need to, I want a salary kind of thing. But it's a business. That's not how it works, right? And for me personally, even like for me doing YouTube right now, I still have a full-time job. And well, I guess we'll get into a little bit what she says.
Have to ask my parents to help me pay for my rent. I might as well actually take a stand here and say, well, I have to
Okay, you asking your parents to pay for rent? Okay, that really? Really?
do that anyway.
Shouldn't she like 35 or something like that?
So
That's because voice acting is a side job.
Thank
not
you.
A main job for 99.9999999% of people. You're being lazy as shit if you're going paycheck to paycheck and you're not getting a real job because once every 4 months you work for 4 hours.
There you go. That's exactly what I was saying. Like, even for me, like, I have my passion projects. Like, obviously, I like to make videos on YouTube. I like to go on, sometimes on Twitch. Sometimes, by the way, sometimes. And I have a job. I still have a 40-hour job just so I can pay the bills and I can survive and eat, right? So, I still have a job. In the end of the day, that's just the reality of things. I can't just, freaking just cut it out of the way and quit my job. It's not how it works. I have to provide for my family. I have a wife, and we have to, we have to survive. So that's just how life works. So if you're complaining, like saying like, okay, well, I have to pay rent, which is fine. That's great. You can do that, but that's on you. That's not anyone's fault. That's your fault. You chose that path. You didn't have to choose that path. I mean, technically, I could have done the same. I could have just stayed at home, lived with my mom, but why would I want to do that, right? I mean, it doesn't seem too bad of a life. I actually used to do that. But still, what I'm saying is, don't go blaming other people for your choices.
Brother, get a real job. Holy fuck, this one reeks
I like how he said, brother.
of unemployment.
Breathe of unemployment. Oh, that's
knowing
funny.
that my contract is not being obligated the way it should be currently.
Asking your parents to pay your bills. 35 years.
Holy crap. Dude, she aged. Holy shit, what happened to her? Jesus. It's like she got like it's like she had TDS or something like that. Holy crap, dude. She does not look good.
Years old. Asking your parents to pay your bills. Dear
That's
God.
nuts.
Holy shit. First of all, you don't look a day over 70.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, dude. She looks old.
Holy shit.
That's 35, dude. I'm pretty, dude, she's 2 years older than me. That's insane. And I look like a fucking baby. I look great.
Little pride do you have to ask for financial compensation from your parents because you're a spoiled brat that refuses to work a real job?
In the state that it's in, it tells me that even if an AI protection were to be signed, unless there is actual enforceable protections, I cannot trust that it will actually do anything.
Dude, she's younger than Hassan. Holy crap.
And I look, you can have your feelings about what you feel about SAG, but at the end of the day, voice actors do not make enough money to pay for lawyers to be able to actually enforce what's in our contract.
Yeah, I really can't stand the voice. It's just, this is like literally a definition of a Karen.
Which is why these studios don't pay us on time, because they...
Well, maybe you could have started the GoFundMe with the good faith you've gotten from your fucking fans. But the problem is now nobody has faith in you because you spent the last year lying to us what the strike was actually about, as well as going as far as to insult your own audience that without them you would have nothing. So
yeah, so I've heard so from what it sounds like is that she lied about the whole strike of what it was actually about, like like the writer's strike and stuff like that.
Maybe that's why you can't afford lawyers. Maybe next time we treat the people who build us up with respect, and we don't lie to our consumers, and we don't lie to our...
And that's the problem a lot of times with gaming in the industry, is that it's gone to the point is that just because we don't like something, we have to be blamed for not liking it, right? It's like, that doesn't make any sense. It's like, we're consumers. It's like, if we don't like it, fix your product. Like, a lot of these companies, or at least people, realize that it's not... You have to realize you're selling a product. You're selling your voice. You're selling you, right? And if you're going out blaming us for shit, well, good luck trying to get us back, right? That's like me, guilt tripping people saying, oh, you're not subbed to my page, or, or like, just saying like you guys are idiots because you're not helping me. It's like, dude, at the end of the day, it's like your choice. It's my responsibility to make sure that I'm entertaining you guys and making sure that I'm getting the proper content for you guys, right? So, yeah, I don't know. This shit's mind boggles me.
What a novel thought, huh?
I know this.
And I want to just remind you, Paimon.
By the way, if you're struggling paycheck to paycheck, why are you getting yourself tattoos? I'm sorry. That's the one thing that kind of like irritates me a little bit. It's like, okay, you're complaining about money, right? But you have tattoos. You're spending that money right there. That's like what, maybe $500 to $1,000 right there. You could have used that money to, I don't know, maybe pay rent. You know what I mean? Just saying.
Because you voice a character in a video game does not make you better than the people who play it.
Yep, right there. And I think this was really gets to her head, I think.
Congratulations. You got lucky with the genetics to sound retarded on birth. And now they wanted a character that sounds retarded. You are not voice acting. You are merely talking.
I'll be honest with you, that's kind of like a lot of voice actors these days. Like Chris Pratt, like sounding like Chris Pratt every time.
You got lucky, and now you think that your shit don't stink. And you have completely lost sight of everything the strike was supposed to be about. And it's a shame. And you still want to play a victim when all of your issues are brought onto you by yourself.
Definitely see that as like the main issue. That would be, if I was voice acting, that would be my number one issue.
So yeah, it's pretty wild. So this whole thing is she's pretty much, long story short, she's fired now, or I guess she's done with it. So I think a lot of people are actually very happy. All the Genshin players are. So I guess if you're Tecton or you're Tecton's followers, or I guess if you used to play Genshin, well, I guess it's a good time to come back. Like to come back to play the game. I guess I'm not gonna play the game. I don't really like the game anymore. But I'll tell you the games I do like to play. I do like to play. Weathering Waves has been pretty fucking awesome. I hate to say it. I really like the game. ZZ, I still keep up with it. That's just for my gooner pleasure. I think Zenless Zone Zero is still a fantastic game. Honkai is like maybe third, but yeah, those are the rates of my games. But anyways, let me know in the comments and thoughts about this whole thing. If there's anything I'm missing, please put in the comments below. I would still love to learn more about this. I know like Twitter was pretty nice to me. I think I even asked about like I asked more about the kind of the stuff going on with the whole story, and everyone was really nice about it, so I really appreciate it. Oh yeah, this is scary. Just a reminder, every time you hear Paimon talking, this is who's speaking. This is terrible. Oh man, that's rough. Anyways, let me in the comments below what you think. Oh, by the way, this is Paimon's Japanese voice actress. This is why I turn everything in Japanese. This is an awesome voice actress. Like, she does some great voice acting right here. These are all great characters. Just saying. Anyways, let me know in the comments and see you guys next video.
Hey, I was watching that.